Let's go ahead and check this place out. When you first come in, so there are 3 units in this in the unit. So when you first come in, you're greeted with a little bit of an entryway. You have 2 doors to your left and right, and then you go upstairs. These 2 doors actually lead to the first unit, which is a 2-bedroom. So when you first walk in, you're kind of greeted with the living room, which is in relatively decent condition. The hardwood floors seem to be pretty well. Nice little fireplace, which is original. From there, you walk into what seems like could be the living room. Well, not the living room, the dining room area. Relatively really big. So, dining room area. Then you have the kitchen. And a relatively decent spaced kitchen. And from the kitchen, you can go out to the porch area, which is a nice little feature, an enclosed porch, which is really nice. Right. And then over here, it looks like we have the first bedroom and bathroom downstairs. Decent sized bathroom. Then we have first bedroom. Decent sized 1 bedroom. One of the caveats for this one, which I think is really cool, is that there's actually a door, which leads to the laundry room, which might not be that big of a deal, maybe the person doesn't want if you're renting it, if you're looking to rent this place out, you wouldn't want people to go through your room to go to the laundry room. But the benefit is that you get to go. The door also this place also leads out to the backyard, which is a really nice really nice feature to have, because you have great access to parking right there, so you can park and walk right through this back door to your room, or you can have and that's the little enclosed porch we saw earlier. So that's this bedroom. I did mention that this is a 2-bedroom, so there's one more. So we're back with to the dining room area, which we just came off from the kitchen, and leads into this 1 bedroom, which is really big, really big bedroom. There's a closet right here, built-in cabinetry, and then there's like the closet here. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the first unit, the 2-bedroom first unit on the first floor. I know I mentioned that there were 2 doors initially. We started off going through that door, and now we're exiting through this door, right? So let's go ahead and head upstairs to the other bedroom. So here we have one of the second units, which is a 1-bedroom. When you first walk in, you're kind of greeted with, I guess, the entertainment room or whatever you would call it, living room / dining room / whatever the case may be. And you go through. Looks like someone tried to do some sheetrock over there, whatever the case may be. But you go through this place, you go through it, and then you're into the kitchen. Relatively small kitchen, which isn't that big of a deal. It's just a 1-bedroom, and that's why you see the fridge is over here, right? So pretty sure there's a way you can make it work. Give up some cabinet space for fridge space, and maybe get a smaller range. Right now they have a full range. I would get like a 2 grid range and not a full range. But then from the kitchen you go into the actual bedroom, which is a really decent size for a 1-bedroom. I like it a lot because there's tons of natural light that's coming in here, which is pretty cool. It's always a good thing. At least for me it is. And then the bathroom, come through the living room, come through the kitchen, through the living room again. The bathroom is right over here. And it's actually a decent size. I really like the layout of the bathroom. Of course, everything needs to be taken out and redone, but I love the layout of the bathroom. I actually really like the layout of this place. I just wish that we could had this been my place, I would have definitely got rid of some of the cabinetry space, maybe put it above to make room for a fridge, and I would have got a smaller range. You see how this has two ranges? This stove has two ranges. I would have got the one where it's only half. So that's just my take my take on it. But that's it for this unit. Let's go ahead and take. There's one more unit we want to take a look at. There's actually two. There's 3 units in here, and then there's a cottage house. But here's the other unit right here. Last and final. This unit is smaller than other. It's 1 bedroom, just like the unit we came from, but it is a lot smaller. When you first walk in to your left-hand side, you're going to see the living room / kitchen dining room area. So let's take a look at that. And here it's interesting because you see they have a smaller stove as opposed to the full range that you guys saw downstairs, which is something that I would definitely go with because not that much space. So yeah. And then from here we can go and take a look at the bathroom. Alright. Relatively small bathroom, but make do with what you got, right? It's usable. So, and from there we go into the 1 bedroom. Now, this 1 bedroom is actually bigger than the one we just came from before. But the bathroom is a little bit smaller. I think what I might even do for this bathroom to open it up a little bit more is I might just add a stand-up shower as opposed to a bathtub. So that's personally what I would do for this unit. I would add a stand-up shower as opposed to the bathtub that they have in place now. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for the main house. Like I said, this house comes with that main house, which is 3 units. And then there is a cottage house, which also is a unit on its own. So we're gonna go now and check out the cottage house. But before we do that, I just want to give you guys a look at the basement, which is one of the doors that we first see when you first come through the front door. Nothing special in the basement. I always like to come down here and take a look at the basement because I'm always looking to see if there's a way we can squeeze out a bedroom from the basement. But this one's not doable because, I'm only 5 foot. I'm only 5 foot, 5 foot even, and my head's already touching the vents. So unless they're, you'd have to increase the ceiling heights in the basement to make anything work, which I don't think would be worth it. But that's just my take on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cottage house. At the cottage house, like I said, we just finished taking a look at the main house over there. Let's go ahead and hop into the cottage house because there's another unit in there. I think it's a really cool cottage house, by the way. I think it's awesome how they built this. But when you first walk in, to your right-hand side, you have the living room space, which is relatively decent. It looks a lot bigger than it seems from the outside. And then to your right-hand space, you have the kitchen space, which isn't the biggest. And then the fact that there's all this junk here makes it not look that bigger. But it's decent enough kitchen space. I think it's interesting they have a smaller fridge in here, but there's enough space for you to put a big full fridge. However, I don't know that I would have it in the same orientation that they have it. I probably would have switched it so that when you opened, probably rotated it that way and had the back turned that way. But once again, they did the smart thing. They have the tiny range over here, which is what I would do just to compromise on space. I'm pretty sure you can come in here and rearrange the kitchen so that you get more functionality out of it. But as it is now, it's decent. It's functioning well, and it's very usable. So anyways, back into the living area. And from the living area, if you keep walking, you can go through the 1 bedroom, which is right here. And once again, it's a relatively decent sized 1 bedroom. If you can get past all this junk. And a really big closet. Let me see if I can get in here. Really big closet too. So closet space always helps. I know you guys can't really see that, but relatively big closet. And then further into the room is the bathroom, which is a decent sized bathroom. it's bigger than all the other one bedrooms that are in the main room, so that's interesting. Away from the cottage house and the main house, which is 46 Linden. Final thoughts are that it's an absolute beautiful unit. There's tons and tons of landscape that just surrounds it, and then the backyard is massive. It's relatively close because right the street right there is Lansdowne Avenue, so it's relatively close to the library, relatively close to the high school, relatively close to public transportation, and relatively close to the the little shopping center that Lansdowne has. I think it's situated in a very nice area, and it's a good investment. You just have to put in the work to bring it back to its full potential. It's definitely a rehab for sure. So, but then again, the beauty of rehabs is that's where the money is made. And with the multi-families, it's beautiful because you can live in one unit and have, in the case of Linden, you can have the other 3 units help pay down your rent. Your mortgage. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I think it's a good deal. We just make sure that the numbers work for you. Pulling away from Linden, right, is the fact that right up the street, not even a minute, like literally up the street, there are, this house right here is new construction, and they're going for, it's 111 and 113 Wycombe Avenue, and they're both going for $225,000. So it's not, that just adds to the desirability of the area, because these units here are going for $225,000. They're overpriced. They'll probably go for $200,000, but just gives you an idea of desirability of the neighborhood. And right next to it, which is 115 Wycombe Avenue, I'm pretty sure that's something that's going to come on the market. It looks like they're working on, building it, or renovating it. So that's something that's going to come on the market, just to give you a testament of the area that is around Wycombe, Linden Avenue. So that's that. There are other houses, but I don't want to make this video that long. You guys should get the idea if you've watched this. Any questions, just let me know.